morning everyone, welcome back to another fossil hunting video. It's a chilly, breezy old morning here at Saltwick Bay. Thought we'd come to Saltwick Bay on the first early fossil hunt of the week. It's one of the easier ones to get to and it's not that strenuous. Later in the week I'm planning on doing some other upper lias hunts. Maybe we'll do the odd one at Port Mulgrave or Brunswick to Kettleness, that type of thing. The last two videos I put up have been hunting for the rarer lower lias ammonites. So today I thought I'd do one searching for the more common upper lias ones, so the Dactylioceras and maybe, if we're lucky, the odd Hildoceras. So as you can see, it is low tide right now. The tide is all the way out. So we've got plenty of time to have a good look through all the rocks and see if we can spot anything interesting. Well, that looks quite promising. I suspect that someone has maybe been here with a smaller hammer and couldn't get it open. Well, there was a hildy in there, but it looks like it was preserved really poorly. So that is a shame, but we'll keep his eye out for more. Well, that's a somewhat decent looking nodule. Nasty looking crack running through it again. So it's probably going to have the same outcome as the last one, but we'll take a look anyway. That one was literally just empty, nothing in it. We found a few nodules, which has been rolling around for a little while on the beach before now. But I'll show them at the end. I've not really filmed picking them up. There has already been a few collectors out at Saltwick this morning, but that's expected. It is a really popular beach. Let's see if we can spot anything amongst the rocks. I'll give it a good search. I've not really been filming any of the blown out ammonites like this one. You can see it's totally gone on that side. But there is quite a bit to be found if you're not too picky on the condition. If you are enjoying today's fossil hunt, please remember to give the video a like. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm. I'm not really having all that much luck here today. Most of the things I find are like this, where they're totally blown and just not worth taking back. You can see there's no middle in these ammonites here. I did just spot one, looks like maybe a Perro, which possibly has potential of being a decent one. Ah, gosh. And that is unfortunately a broken one. That is a sea-worn Hildoceras. When I found it, it had been broken a long time ago, looking at how worn down it is. So I've just picked this up, and now it might look really junky. I think there's potential for me to make a really nice middle out of that. I'll just have to kind of carve it down a little bit, probably have it to about here, because it's all worn away there. It will look quite good. You can see it would have been quite a large, decent sized hildy at one point, and someone's probably hit it, and then this is all they've left. But I think I'll be able to salvage that. Here's a fossil haul from Saltwick Bay. We've got a few nodules, 2 belemnites, quite a nice Perinoceras there. This is one my dad found. A nice spiny one, whether it's all there or not. And this is a really cool one. A lovely little Hildoceras popper. Nice and clean, that split. and there's a negative to go with it. So walking back, just been looking through this rock pool here, and we've spotted 4 belemnites which have been rolled in by the sea, so I'm going to pick them out now. Not bad for just one single puddle. We've got a nice rainbow showing this morning at Saltwick Bay. Looks like this fish got caught out by the tide. Making his way back home now, back up the cliff at Saltwick Bay. Not sure where we're going to go tomorrow, but it'll be back on the upper lias and I'll do some more filming. Goes under the rock. Remember everyone, if you'd like to get your very own fossil from the Yorkshire Coast, please check out my website called buyafossil.com. There's a bunch of beautiful prepared fossils and we've recently put a bunch of new additions on there, so go take a look if you are interested. We also sell unopened nodules and children's boxes. Please take a look. Thank you. Make my way back. I've just picked this up. It looks like it's got potential, but you never know. Give it a tap and hope for a hildy. So it did have a hildoceros inside, but it looks like part of it has stuck. Wonder if it's worth bringing that back home to prepare. Morning everybody, and welcome back to another fossil hunting video on the Yorkshire coast. Today I've come out to Port Mulgrave, which is a beach near Runswick Bay. We're going to head down there now and see what there is to be found today. We've got a fantastic sunrise to start the day, and I'm going to make my way down the steps to the beach and I'll see what interesting fossils there is to find today. It looks fantastic over that Kettleness headland there, so I bet at the beaches near Sandsend and Goldsborough and even Saltwick it'll look stunning, but it's just over that headland. So I've not done that much filming. There is quite a few collectors on the beach at the moment, but I'll just do a quick update of what I've found. Only really scrappy dacks, you know, decent little middles, and they're the negatives. That one's not too bad. And there's a few like little worn bits, but they do split open well. And this one could be a really interesting piece. It was really worn, and it had some really worn ammonites on the side, but I might be able to make middles from especially that one. But I gave it a tap and it revealed 2 more, so potentially there'll be 3 in there, which could look quite nice. I'll have to take that one down quite a lot because the outer keel is worn, but I'll get a middle and then there's 2 on top of there, so that could be an interesting one. The wind is really getting up. Hopefully you can hear me. I have got my mic on, so I imagine it will be okay. I've just picked this up and it's an unusual piece of fossilised bone. It's got some strange curvatures to it there. It's either from ichthyosaur, fish, plesiosaur or crocodile, but as of which I'm not really sure. It's only been out of the shale for a little while because it's not really worn down. It's an interesting piece. We're going to have a quick look towards the left hand side of Port Mulgrave now, and then we're going to head back up. Well, that one looks like a beauty. Just a normal DAC, but if it's complete, it'll be a corker. Maybe missing a little bit, so I'm going to give that one a tap. To be honest, I've not had the best of luck with the normal Dactyliosauros from this particular bit, but there is a natural crack running down it, and it doesn't look like it's going to be 100% complete, so I'll give it a tap. All I've done is follow the natural crack, so let's take a look at how it is inside. Ah, nice. It was complete, but it's just like missing that end bit there, so it might be one to glue back and prep. Well, that's a beautiful little find, a nice Eleganticeros elegantum. I split it out of a larger rock, but this is the only ammonite which was really inside. The others were just partials. Very nice. So I've just spotted two fresh looking nodules. To me, it looks like they've literally only just fallen down the cliff. But there is a lovely looking Tenucostatum inside that one. It looks like it's quite crushed in its preservation, but generally it could split well. So I've just found another nodule here, and there is the edge of what looks like a Tenucostatum in it, but I'm going to give it a few taps just to see, and I'll also open the one which I just found fresh out of the cliff. Hopefully it splits well, but you never quite know. I don't really have much luck with the ones which are fresh out, so I'll start off with the freshie. Well, it's split, but has it gone well? That's the question. Ah, well, that's what you get for tapping them on the beach, I guess. Now I'm going to go ahead and try the other one. This has been rolling around for a little while. It may not even be all there, but it's worth opening. Well, it's popped and it does look reasonably good, but let's take a look at how it actually split. Now that is what I'm talking about. An absolute cracker. And that is a Dactyliosauros semicelatum, not a Tenucostatum, and a perfect Posneg split. Well chuffed. What a great fossil find to end the hunt at Port Mulgrave on. A perfect Posneg split. I've just spotted a nice looking nodule, very promising, underneath this loose shell slab. It's actually still in the slab what it fell down from. But let me just quickly explain. On the Yorkshire Coast where I'm hunting fossils at, anything which is loose on the beach, so a pebble or a big slab of shale, as long as it's loose, then you can have a go at chipping it out. You're not allowed to chip away at anything in the bedrock, which is this type of stuff in the scar. And also, obviously, you're not allowed to chip away at stuff in the cliff. But anything loose, you're able to have a go at. It's very awkwardly positioned, unfortunately, but you can have a go at getting it out. Well, it's finally free. Let's hope it's not a belemnite. Well, I finally got it open and I'm absolutely knackered now. It was just a rock solid rock, but let's take a look at what's inside. Yeah, and there's a lovely tenny. So it was worth the effort there. And I can prepare that one back at home. Don't have to tap it anymore. Just didn't want to be taking back a solid rock with nothing in it. That's me done for today's video. I'm gonna make my way back to the left side and back up the rope at Port Mulgrave. Hopefully you've all enjoyed today's video and I'll see you on the next one.